Hi, so today I just wanted to do a little bit different of a video. I got these Travelon bags, and I know it's a little late for some of you that have already done your traveling, but better late than never. I just wanted to show them to you. There's a couple of dogs for you. And I just wanted to talk about these briefly. When I was looking to purchase them, I found a quick Travelon video, I think it was like a minute or 2 minutes, that was, about this, and then I found a couple of reviews on YouTube, but I thought I could always add to that. So this is called the Travelon Wheeled Underseat Carry-On with the Backup Bag. I purchased them from ebags.com for $63.19 each. They are 14 inches wide by 12 inches tall by 8.5 inches deep. So they do fit the smallest carry-on dimensions, and that was one of the things that I was definitely looking for when purchasing these, is will they fit on with the smallest dimensions possible, and these do. So I'm going to tell you a quick story as to why I'm getting these, why I got these bags. Indulge me please if you want. I'll let you look at the cute puppy while I'm telling the story. So I don't travel a ton, but when I do, it's nice to have something that's, nice and compact and meant for traveling, other than like just a tote bag. When I'm traveling, I'm usually going on like a week or less trip, a few days or something like that. And I'll just like throw things in a tote bag that the biggest tote bag I have does not zip closed, so nothing's really secure, and it's not really organized. It's all just kind of thrown in there together. I've been wanting to get something like this, something small. I have a couple large pieces of luggage that I've used when I've traveled to Europe and New Zealand for, weeks or, a month or more at a time. But normally you don't need something that large. It's just really cumbersome. When I traveled to Michigan with my dad to visit some family, I quickly discovered that if you're not checking your luggage, which we know is kind of a pain, so I don't like to check luggage. I didn't have enough that I would need to do that. But the overhead compartments were full before I even got on the plane, and people were jamming like huge pieces of luggage up there. I couldn't even believe it. I didn't have something that was small enough that could zip closed, so I had to borrow a duffel bag from my parents. So my dad had a duffel bag and I had one. I sat with a duffel bag at my feet for I don't know how many hours I was on a plane. I took 3 flights there and 3 flights back, and each time I had to have the duffel bag under the seat in front of me. And I was so cramped. It was miserable. Then, at several of the airports, because of the weather, we had to run from like one end of the airport to the other to catch our flight. And my dad had just had knee surgery, so I'm carrying both of the bags, one on each shoulder, and it felt like my shoulder blades were ripping in half. And I vowed at that point that before I did any more traveling, like long term, I would get something to solve this problem. So took me a while to get to that point, like to where I decided I'm going to pull the trigger on something, but this was what I decided on. Mainly because of the size. I do like Travelon bags. I have like 5 or 6 of them as purses, and I've always really liked them. And I saw these, and I liked them because there's some organization to them, which of course I love, and the dimensions were spot on for going under your seat. So this eggplant is mine. The black is for my husband. This is what the bag looks like, just totally zipped up and compacted. So if you were going to take it and put it under your seat, that's what you would be, putting your feet on right there. Or I suppose you could turn it around if you wanted to and put your feet there as well. The material definitely feels water resistant. All of my Travelon bags are. It's quilted and it has some give to it. It's got kind of like a satiny sort of look to it. But I think they're just a really nice looking bag, and I think it'll do really well for my purposes. So this is just kind of a zipped up, and it's not heavy at all. The handle snaps together, and now I'm going to, with one hand, attempt to show you the features on the eggplant one because I think it's just a little bit easier. So both of these came with this extra tote. It's the same exact color. It's not quilted. It's the same water resistant fabric. And this just folds up really tiny. You can stick it right in the bottom of the bag, and you can carry it with you if you maybe want to take souvenirs back or have something extra, or you could just use this as your second bag. Like women can use it as their purse. I believe they allow you 2 carry-ons, and so you could certainly use this as your second purse. And I like this because it is a tote bag, but it zips up, and that's really, really nice. So the bag, I don't have the dimensions on this bag, but you'll notice on the back it has 2 handles that feel kind of like a rubberized kind of material. So it would, I'm assuming that this would actually kind of grip to your clothing over your shoulder. And then there's a little Velcro, I don't know what the, just like a loop, a cord, I don't know. There's just this Velcro strap that will secure it over this on the luggage, so that it will actually sit how I had it. It will sit and it will stay on top of that if you want to do that. So this is fantastic. Inside it's just a big empty tote. Let's see if I can do that for you. Oh my goodness. The tripod I have would not work for this, so this has had to be like a one-handed thing. Yeah, it's just an empty, there's no like little pockets or anything in there. It's just a really large tote, and you can see it opens up, and it's really nice. I mean, you could use this every day if you're a tote kind of person. So let's look at this. The handle, I'm like 5'5", and the handle definitely fit me comfortably. It glides up and down pretty easily. My husband is 6 feet tall, and it worked with him too. If you don't want that up, you can just zip that little pocket closed and it doesn't show. On the back, it has a strap so that if you wanted to slide this over a larger piece of luggage, you could. On the side, this is lovely. It had, because when I was in the airport with my dad, I mean, they don't serve food on the plane anymore, right? Like you might get a little thing of pretzels or something. But, you know, we stopped and we had a sandwich, and we both had a bottle of water. But, you know, you're carrying water, 2 duffel bags, your jacket, your purse. It was just a nightmare. So this fits a bag of, or a bottle of water on the side of the bag, and then it Velcros closed when you're not using it. And this is a 24-ounce bottle of water, and it fits like a reusable water bottle as well. It rolls really easily. I have absolutely no problem like turning it or anything like that. And because the bag is so lightweight, I mean, it's all, like with all Travelon bags, they're already light before you put your stuff in there. So it's not like you have a 10-pound bag before there's anything in it. The front has a zipper compartment that you can put like your airplane tickets or your passport, or I don't know, whatever you're working on. Like I would maybe put my, if you have like an iPad mini or something like that, because this is there a thing called an iPad mini? I think so. This is definitely like cushioned. It's not like super thick, but it's definitely cushioned. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one hand. The zippers really do work very nicely on this. They glide very smoothly. It's just hard for me to do this one hand. These are also that same kind of rubberized. They're not rubberized, but they kind of feel like that, like non-slip, I guess is a better way to put it. Inside they have a contrasting fabric. So in the eggplant, it's gray, and let me show you the black. The black is really nice. I kind of liked it better than, well, I shouldn't say that. Inside the black is a light blue. So I like that it's not dark inside the bag, so that you can actually see things really easily. I don't like bags that are like dark and then they're dark inside, because you can't see anything. So we have the zipper pocket on the front that you could definitely fit a mini iPad in. You could probably fit, you might be able to fit a full-size iPad in there. I hadn't tried. Then you have inside this, it falls open with a gusseted pocket, so it will stay open. You have a mesh pocket, and it's pretty large. And then, of course, you could put things here, and then there's another slip pocket, an iPad, a full-size iPad. I have like the first generation iPad with a big cover, and it fits in here. And this is padded. So I'm thinking, like, when I'm on a plane, I can have this on my seat, like, or under my seat in front of me like this, and then I can just easily unzip these things and get to what I want to get to. Then we go to the main compartment. So you can see that this has a snap close handle if you wanted to use that. And oh, I'll show you where it unzips from. It goes up, and it's really not this hard with 2 hands, and over, and then this whole part flaps open. You have a plastic pocket. It looks like it has mesh, but it's not. It's just the pattern on it. But you have a plastic pocket that actually like comes out. They gave you some extra plastic so that the pocket will actually poke out. Do you see that? How there's extra plastic, because they assume you're going to actually put things in it. Unlike some bags that it's just like a piece of plastic stretched all the way across. And once you put something in, like it's totally stretched out. You can't fit anything else. There are 2 elasticated pockets here. And you can see how large they are. I mean, I don't know. My hand is not super large. But there you go. Then there is a mesh pocket here. This is a full mesh pocket all the way across. And then this little divider actually has snaps that you can snap down and lay flat. And then you have just this big area to put things in. And you can see there's a side pocket here. There is a zipper on either side, here and here. And I assume that's to get to whatever is in there. But if you were like traveling and you wanted to keep something like safe, like maybe you're traveling with some jewelry or some money, some cash or traveler's checks, and you just want it to be like extra safe, you could, I think, unzip this and actually put it in like underneath here, and you could kind of keep it extra secure there. So this is what it looks like. Now let me think. I was trying to think, what could I put in there? So my dog, he doesn't want to go in there, but my dog could fit in there, and he's about 20 pounds. Let me show you with some slippers that I have handy here, my husband's slippers. So these are, I don't know what size these are. Large. He wears about a size 10 or 11 or something like that. So you can see that there's still room on the side. And I didn't smush anything down, but it's about that width. You can fit several days worth of clothing in here. Like, you could have, you know, you could easily travel, I think, for a week in this if you're the type of person that you'll wear your pants a couple times, you know, counting the outfit that you're wearing. If you have some basic stuff that you're just kind of coordinating together, you could easily travel for this in a week. And I think, you know, depending on the type of person you are, I think a guy easily would have like no problem fitting their clothes in here as well as their toiletries. I know my husband, all of everything he needs fits in this bag for about a week. But, you know, women, you might have a little bit more to carry if you're the type of person that, you know, you have lots of toiletries. So anyway, I just wanted to show this to you. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I really like this, and I think if you're traveling, it's a nice idea. If you don't need something that's really large, this may work for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this, even though it was different, and thanks for subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I always appreciate your comments and interacting with you. You guys, my subscribers and my watchers, you guys are awesome. So I hope you have a really great day, and Happy New Year. I hope you had wonderful holiday time with your family, and we'll speak with you soon. Bye.